Hi everyone, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to my channel NestArtfully. Here I talk about everything home decor, DIYs and plant care. In this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you my process and most importantly the tools that I use to design or style any space at home. So this is especially important and useful because a lot of people believe that they can only have a good looking home if it's their own and if they were to approach an interior designer to get the whole space done up. But in my personal experience, I've had great joy doing up both my own home as well as several of the rented places that I've lived in with my own style, without any external help and with just using a lot of these free tools on the market, because you can play around with them, create different looks, explore several styles and work on it at your own pace, which also makes it extremely budget friendly because you don't have to put together things immediately. You can do it over several months, even taking up to a year to do up the space. So without any further delay, let's get started. The first step of the process is to find inspiration, and the first tool I use is Pinterest. Now Pinterest is a very visual platform, so you find loads of pictures, be it for any design style you're searching for or be it for any space that you're choosing to do up at home. The best thing is that you can take all the pictures that you like and pin them into specific boards. Now you can create boards based on design styles, or you can create boards like for the bedroom or for the living room. And the best part is you can create any number of boards, and eventually you can take the pictures that you like best and create a sort of final mood board. While that is about the tool itself, I also want to point out that when you're looking at pictures that inspire you or design styles that inspire you, and just instead of looking at the picture and saying, oh, this is how I'd like my house to look, take some more time to break down the elements in your favorite picture and see what sort of furniture have they used in the place, how much of furniture have they used, what sort of soft furnishing, really observe the color palette that they've gone for, the lighting solutions and any other decor knickknacks that they may have used. This really helps, bring to the forefront the items and elements that you actually liking rather than the picture as a cohesive whole. It'll also give you an idea at what sort of products you should look at buying. The second tool that I want to share with you guys is a tool to help you create mood boards. Now this is called Morphelio, and unfortunately at the moment it's only available on iOS, but it's super loaded and I have only experimented with about 10% of this app. Now you can bring in your mood boards from Pinterest, and so it makes it very easy to take in pictures from that into your mood board, or you can even bring in pictures from your device that you've already saved from various parts of the internet, or you can use their library. They have an extensive library of products from furniture to artwork that you can choose from depending on the style that you're looking for, and you can even use their color spectrum tool where you can choose products in different colors, either contrasting, so two ends of the spectrum, or within the same color, different hues. So just so much you can do. You can edit pictures, remove backgrounds in a way that the focus is on the product itself, and I just find it amazing to work with. There's so much you can do, and it really gives you a sense of if the final look is going to be something that you will enjoy and like. Now of course, if you cannot download this iOS based app, then the other tool that I really love is Canva. This is something just about anybody can access, and you don't have to pay for their premium version, though they do have some exciting features in that as well, but more often than not you can use the free version to get a lot done. So they have things like mood board templates. You just have to search that in and pick the one you like, and then of course you can upload pictures that you already have saved on your device, or even look at their library. Of course, a lot of the pictures in the library may be paid elements, but you don't have to bother with that if you're not going to download the work and share it with others. If it's just for your sake, to get an idea of what it is the space that you're designing is going to eventually look like, what sort of elements it's going to have, you can easily use the paid elements as well and get a sense of that. So these are the two tools that are extremely useful for mood board creation. So the third tool that I'm going to talk about is basically sketch apps or sketch based tools. Now this is to put together a very basic floor plan and to decide things such as furniture placement. So on iOS I use something called Flow, and on Android I use something called Sketchbook. Both of these are just digital platforms that allow you to sketch. They have various tools in terms of various types of pens, and of course you can choose colors and so on, and you can create basic floor plans and also decide on furniture placement. Now if you are working with just a piece of paper as well, you can do that. You can do it both in a very casual manner, or you can take it one step ahead and do it in a more accurate manner where you transfer the square feet into a centimeter sort of measurement for the paper, and like every 1 square feet is represented by 1 centimeter on the paper, and draw more to scale or realistic floor plans and furniture placements. Now if you're moving into a new house, I really suggest using the newspaper hack, which is where you put out newspapers in the place where you want your couch or any other large piece of furniture that's going to come in, and walk around just to get a sense of is it in the right place and is it taking up the right amount of space or not. This will really help you be absolutely sure about your purchase choices. The fourth tool that I'm going to be talking about is one that helps with making color choices. Now this can be quite tricky, especially if you're looking to paint the walls of your home. You don't want to be buying large quantities of the wrong color, or even worse, bringing them home and painting your wall only to realize you don't quite like it. So globally, most of the large paint brands have their own apps and tools to help customers with this very difficult choice. And in India, Asian Paints has a Color with Asian Paints app, which you can download for free and look at the various tools that they have. One of the tools they have is the visualization tool, where you can just take a picture of the room you plan to get painted, or just a single wall that you'd like to have painted, and then check out various textures or wallpapers or the paint shades on them, and then you can make a more educated choice. They also have a tab where they share ideas based on whatever they've done in previous clients' homes, or they've just created a catalog to inspire you. So this is also extremely helpful because you're able to see how the final and finished paint job looks like. So this is an app that I would say you should download. Depending on where you live and the brand that you're looking at, you can search if that specific brand has a paint app and then download that. We've come to tool number 5. Now this is again in relation with the color choices that you will have to make while designing any space within your home. A color palette or a scheme involves every element within a space. So it can be everything from your soft furnishing to the color of your furniture to color of the kind of artwork you'd like to place, and so on. So this is typically done with the help of creating a color palette, because then you really know if things look complementary, they look contrasting, they just go really well together. And to do this, you can just simply go into Google search and create color palette generator. You have a dozen websites that will pop up. You can just click on one of them and go through the options available. You can input the colors that you would like for the generator to create palettes with, like I want blue, gray, yellow, white, and it will give you colors in that range or add some colors to it. And this is really useful. You can download the palettes that you like or save these images that you like, and then you can cross-reference them based on your other inspiration pictures, and then really go ahead with the one that appeals to you the most. The sixth tool that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is that there are several websites available where you can test out mock gallery walls for your interiors, or mock art prints for your interiors. So you can just go to websites such as Artfully Walls and use their tool called Wall Designer. Now depending on the room that you've selected, so if you selected living room, there's a basic sketch of a couch and a lamp and a few other living room elements, and then you can go ahead and select art from their library of available art. You can choose the size as well, so you'll really get an idea of whether you should go for maybe one large painting and a couple of medium ones and a few small ones, or just go for 3 large paintings and so on. This is just to give you an idea, but if you of course want something far more realistic, then again one of the easiest tools to use is Canva. So you can simply take a picture of your space and upload it into Canva. You can also take a picture of the artwork that you already already have, or if you saved something from Google, then you can just import that into the app as well, and then simply place it on the picture as and where you like it, and resize it as in how much you want it to be, and that's it. You have a mock gallery wall right there, or a mock art wall right there, and you can decide from there. The seventh tool that I'm going to share with you is a full service design tool. So with the help of this, you can design any space which is inside your home, outside, or a commercial space from scratch, and it's being used by interior designers as well as architects. So there are two tools that I've personally tried, but there are several on the market. One is Foyer Neo and the other one is Home Styler. Both of these allow you to create very accurate floor plans, take it into 2D designs, and one step ahead into 3D designs. So the outputs of these are pretty amazing because they give you the sense of actually walking into a space and taking photographs of what you may have already executed. These are called photorealistic renders, and they're absolutely beautiful. So how it's done is that when you're choosing elements, be it furniture or soft furnishing or art, they allow you to pick it from their media rich library, and when you render these, they turn out to be photorealistic. So it's absolutely beautiful. Do give it a try. You can play around. Foyer Neo is a paid tool, so beyond the 14 initial days, which is a free trial, you'll have to pay for it, whereas Home Styler is predominantly a free tool and you can only pay for certain added features. So do give it a try and you won't regret it. Tool number 8 is an app by the website House. Now House is quite old. It's been there a long time. In fact, I remember using it for the first time when we were doing up our home in Bangalore, and that was a good 8 years ago. So I've used them on and off since then. They do have an app, however, that is quite useful for a variety of things. One is that they provide a lot of inspiration, and this inspiration can be filtered down to homes and styles that actually make sense for you, because they can be within this area that is within India and by Indian designers and so on. Now the other thing is, because of that, you also can find a lot of inspiration for some niche spaces like the puja room at home. So this is one thing, and of course the other one which I think is quite useful, and I don't see too many other apps or websites providing this, is that you can get expert help for any solution that you're looking for within the home decor and custom category, which is like if you want to redo your kitchen, or if you want someone to help you with painting your home, then you can look for vendors and suppliers via this app, and that's quite useful. The ninth and final set of tools that I'm going to talk about are actually games, and this is to just hone our design skills and keep us sharp and brushed up, because it's not like we always have a space at home or our friend's place that we want to redecorate. But if you still want to do it, then these are games that you should definitely try out. One is Design Home and the other one is Redecor. Both are available both on iOS as well as Android, and it's super fun. You can take up design challenges, do up spaces, earn points, buy your own furniture, earn your own rewards, and it's just a lot of fun. So once in a while, when I have some free time, I would definitely like to sit down with one of these games. It's way better than Candy Crush. So on that note, we've come to the end of this video. I hope all the tools discussed here will be of some use to you even in the future. I urge you to give it a try. I'll give all the links in the description box, and if you have any doubts about anything that I've mentioned in this video, do reach out and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and have a great day.